Alrighty then. Hunting season's almost upon us. You've been waiting for months. The days are getting shorter. The nights are getting cooler. Soon you're going to be in the field with a rifle and a tag looking for success. And I don't care if you're this guy, or this guy. If you plan on succeeding like this guy, or this guy, you will need preparation, practice, preparedness. And that's what this update is about. Let's talk about practice and hunting while in the background I roll a fast forward video of my trip to the range. I don't care where you're hunting this fall, what you're hunting, whether it's whitetail, antelope, muleys, elk, Sasquatch, moose. When the moment of truth arrives, hunters will be separated into two groups. Those who make the shot and those who miss. The guys who make the shot will tell great stories throughout the fall over wonderful wild game dinners. And the guys who miss will give excuses over chicken dinners. Generally speaking, the guy who misses is the lesser prepared of the two hunters. Simply being prepared is often the difference between success and failure. So you have to ask yourself, why put in all the time in the field just to fail when the opportunity finally presents itself? Alright, so that's the trip to the range. It takes me roughly an hour round trip. It takes me about an hour, hour and a half on the range doing the actual shooting. And I probably burn 30, 40 bucks worth of ammo while I'm there. So it's not cheap, it's not time efficient, and there's got to be an easier way to get that trigger time done. And that's what we're going to look at in the rest of the video. Becoming proficient and staying proficient with a centerfire rifle means burning lots of this, which really means you're burning lots of this. It's a very expensive thing to do. However, you can still maintain proficiency with your centerfire rifle by using a high-quality air rifle, which means you burn lots of this, which leads to really just burning this. Okay, I told you there was an easier way, and you're looking at it right here. The Benjamin Marauder. Now I just grab my rifle, step out on the back porch, and I can start shooting right here in the comfort of my own backyard. No driving, no expensive ammo. I can even run my smoker. Last weekend, this was on the menu. I shot the pellet gun, I smoked a few pounds of cheese, I smoked a pork tenderloin, and I had a couple of beverages. But the important thing is, it all counted as practice. We said we'd have an easier way to do things, and this is what we're looking at. Some of you might view this as entirely practical. I simply took an elk picture out of a recent hunting magazine, taped it to the target, and backed it off until that elk was representative of the size it would be through my scope at, say, 200 yards. At that point, you've got a really nice, realistic target through the scope to look at, and you can practice those sight pictures, breathing cycles, and trigger control exercises really until you get tired of doing it. Others of you might see this and say I had one too many of the beverages from the prior picture, but I assure you that's not the case. It's just really good, cheap practice. I didn't have to drive anywhere. I don't need any special gear. I've already got my air rifle. I've got a couple of tins of pellets, and I've got all the time in the world until dinner comes off the smoker in a couple of hours. So let's summarize our plan on how we're going to get better with our centerfire rifle by practicing cheaply with our air rifle. Buy a high-quality air rifle, get some pellets, save some money, practice in the backyard, make the shot count, and eat like a king and tell stories all year. Success is brought to you by Benjamin Marauder.